The 48th Engineers Regiment of has been a problem for children commuting to and fro school. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and many other stories on Eyewitness News. And in business,
tax cuts, revenue reforms, and city stability dominate ongoing government and IMF 2025 budget talks.
That's in 50 minutes from the Citi Business Desk. Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a number of affiliate stations. We are also around the globe on citynewsroom.com. We are on YouTube. Look for Citi FM, and we are on Facebook, also on Citi FM. The list of radio stations that bring you this broadcast: in Upper West, we are on Bugli Radio 88.6 in Wa. We are in Zuarungu in Upper East on Word 88.3 FM. In Yendi, we are on Dasuma 99.1 FM. In Aplao, in the Volta region, we are on Holy 98.5 FM. In Somanya, in the Eastern region, we are on Right 90.1 FM. In Kumasi, in the Ashanti region, we are on Orange 107.9 FM. In Sunyani, in the Bono region, we are on Greener 95.9 FM. In Takrady, in the Western region, we are on Premier 100.5 FM and Beach 105.5 FM. You can join the conversation by sending messages to our WhatsApp platform 0549 986 996 0549 986 996. Alternatively, you can go on Twitter and drop your messages using the hashtag Eyewitness News. My name is Umar Rusanda. You can mention me at Umar Rusanda or mention at Citi973. And the world will hear what you think. This is Eyewitness News broadcasting from our studios in Accra, Ghana. My name is Umar Rusanda. I'm here with Akosia Otri, who brings us our first story. Akosia.
A staff from the presidency and John Dramani Mahama has directed the Minister of Justice and Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine to initiate investigations into all corruption cases highlighted in the report of the Operation Recover All Loot Oral team. ORA was set up to gather information on stolen state resources and corruption-related cases, working in collaboration with national security and other enforcement agencies. The team presented its findings to the president today, and chairman of the team, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, revealed that ORA received over 2,000 complaints through calls and emails and provided further details on the cases reported.
By way of quick numbers, and these are very important numbers. We received 1,493 calls through the toll-free line, 1,493. We also received 924 emails. Fortunately, all of these calls are recorded automatically, and all the emails have also been preserved for verification and validation. So in total, the number of complaints received amounts to 2,417. So those who had any doubt about how relevant and how timely the president's intervention was at the time, this is your evidence. 2,417 complaints received. Where will all of these people have gone if President Mahama had not set up the oral preparatory team? So President Mahama has been vindicated. It was a masterstroke. It was the right decision for our country, and it has deepened transparency and accountable governance. Over the last 53 days, we have reviewed these petitions. 44 were received directly from civil society organizations and other public-spirited citizens. 59 of the 230 cases reviewed containing the documents we'll be submitting today were cases that had come up during the period the NDC was in opposition. But we decided to go back to those matters and carry out a detailed review. And all of those are contained. So today we will be presenting a summary of these reports, 230 of them, which have been analyzed in greater detail. If we are successful in recoveries, we can retrieve as much as 20.49 billion United States dollars. 20.49 billion United States dollars. 36 cases, and that's from National Cathedral, PDS, SML. You have the GMPC salt pond decommissioning, and we decided that in this open session we will not go into greater detail, and so I want to be restrained. But there's a great deal of resources belonging to the taxpayers that can be retrieved.
You heard that from Chairman of the Operation Recover All Loot, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Now, while receiving the report, President John Mahama stated that his administration will ensure that corrupt officials are exposed and held accountable under the law.
I received this comprehensive report of Operation Recover All the Loot, an initiative that represents an unwavering commitment to the fight against corruption, financial malfeasance, and the misappropriation of public resources. From the onset of my administration, I made it clear that Ghana's resources belong to the people of Ghana and must be used judicially for their collective good. The diversion of public funds for personal gain undermines development, it erodes public trust, and deepens inequality. It is for this reason that Operation Recover All the Loot was launched, to ensure that what had been wrongfully taken from the state is restored to its rightful owners, the Ghanaian people. I therefore wish to commend the members of this team for their dedication and professionalism in carrying out this vital national assignments without compensation, without expectation of any remuneration. The meticulous investigations, legal actions, and asset recoveries reflected in this report are a testament to the seriousness with which this government approaches the issue of accountability and good governance. The findings of this report make for sober reading. They reveal the scale of financial leakages that have cost our nation dearly. Resources that should have been invested in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and social development. But they also offer hope that through our collective efforts, we can reclaim what is ours and deter future acts of economic sabotage. As we receive this report, let me assure the Ghanaian people that the work does not end here. The recommendations of the report will be carefully studied, and where legal action and investigations are warranted, they will be pursued without fear or favor. Every peso recovered will be channeled back into national development, and mechanisms will be strengthened to prevent such losses in the future. I have promptly handed over the report to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and I give him firm instructions to commence immediate investigations into the cases reported in here with a view to prosecuting anyone found liable for corruption or related offenses. To those who think they can defraud the state and escape justice, let this serve as a strong warning. Ghana is no longer a safe haven for corruption. To those who stand for integrity, accountability, and the rule of law, I assure you that this government remains your steadfast partner in building a nation where honesty and hard work are rewarded. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a defining moment in our fight against corruption. We must all play our parts, citizens, civil society, the media, and public officials alike. Together, we will build a Ghana that is just, transparent, and prosperous for generations to come.
That was President John Dramani Mahama.
And he was speaking after Team Ora presented its report to him. Martin Kpebu is a lawyer and a member of the Operation Recover All Loot team that presented the report today. He's joined us on the line. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Umaru.
I'm just curious, after what you delivered to the president, he's talking about further investigation by the Attorney General. One would think that what you've been doing over the past 1 month was investigation, or you were doing something that was other than investigation?
Yes, we're doing something else rather than investigation. What we're doing was basically receiving the complaints, receiving tips, receiving cues, receiving petitions, yes, and then also gathering the publicly available information That's all we're doing. We didn't have the mandate to call people suspects and then start interrogating them, taking statements from them, etc. No, our mandate didn't include that. So the Attorney General is now going to do that. But of course, naturally, some of the petitions that they were brought or complaints, sometimes they have exhibits, if I may call them, or let me say additional information to show. So maybe let's say somebody can say in the following institution, maybe they pay $20 million to this contractor for shoddy work done. Then they have documents to show how this is shoddy, how even maybe let's say the Attorney General in the previous government had even complained, etc. So they bring you documents, then they bring you a contract on the transaction, then they bring you various correspondences. So some of them came with such details. Others were purely a petition that, oh, I was involved in this, I saw this payment. It looks too huge. It is not done in the industry. But the person doesn't have the contract that was signed between the contractor and the government, etc. So there are different cases. So for those ones that you can see that the person tells it appears very credible story on paper. So now the Attorney General will take it right to the institution. Can you bring me this? Can you bring that? Then based upon it, further investigations will be done. Then they will zero in on those persons. So that is what we did. We basically received and then gathered information that was in the public domain. Let me give you a classical example of information in the public domain, like National Cathedral. You hear President Kufuor's first statement, it's private sector led. We are not going to use government money. Then the next stage, you see that, government is giving land, and land in cantonments, rich, etc. is very, very expensive, millions of dollars. 1 acre of land is going for not less than $2 million, right? So that's a lot of money. Good. That's over 32 million Ghana cedis. That's a lot of money. 1 acre. It can't go less than $2 million. Rich cantonment. You get it less. But now they give 9 acres. So you see that government gave 9 acres. Multiply 16 million by 9. You see the hundreds of millions we gave for the National Cathedral in the form of land. Then you see the buildings that were collapsed, demolished, etc. Then the next thing, apart from giving land, when he decided to give land, James Kwabena Bonfe challenged it in the Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court said, giving support in the form of land is not unconstitutional. Okay, so that means government can give the religious bodies land to build. We can still be a secular state and still give such support. So they said the National Cathedral can go on. But after that, then the president started pushing in actual cash, real money. And that's what went up to $58 million. Then you see, so we gather all those documents that show, because it's publicly available. So you gather them and arrange them neatly for the Attorney General. Then you read and see the sequence and then try to see how to make up his mind. Then the next thing, so you see that David A.J., or we like to say David A.J., for Cathedral alone and the other buildings, he makes more than $25 million. Then you compare publicly available information, even when you Google the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, at some time ago. I don't know if it is still the tallest, but the Dubai one, Burj Khalifa. How much did the architect make? Not more than $5 million. So why is AJ alone or AJ making more than making at least $25 million, etc.? So if you begin to put this together and begin to see that it sounds or looks very suspicious, we should investigate further. How much was paid to the contractors, etc. So it's a whole thing that the Attorney General now has to do. Go further. We were gathering the basics and then receiving.
Okay, but the issue, counsel, will be that you simply engage in hearsay for the past 1 month, which could be facts or mere rumors or speculation, which will lead us nowhere. So you're possibly trying to send the Attorney General on a wild goose chase when we have proper investigative institutions like the Economic and Organized Crimes Office, like the Office of Special Prosecutor, like the Ghana Police Service, CID. These are institutions that can investigate these things, and we do not have to do a repeat investigation. But you have moved from one side to another. You have perused documents, and then after all of this, you are telling us that the AG's department still has to do further investigations. If you knew and believed same to be true that the AG has the power to investigate, then what was the point of this 1 month long exercise? It was simply an act of hearsay gathering, rumor mongering, wasn't it?
Okay. Yeah, it's a democracy, so it wouldn't be surprising. It would be shocking if every citizen agreed with the oral concept. That would not be good for a society if we all thought alike. You'd always need naysayers to enable us look back and see how to make things better. That's why they say in Chi, right? So you always need feedback to help make it better. So that much I'll grant them. But let's look at it this way. Apart from what I was explaining that we're gathering, now, you should know that when we came in, because we also as a committee, we are citizens, and because of the charge we're given, some of the petitions, we just didn't sit down and say that, oh, okay, we've taken your petition, so we will hand over to the president, and then president hand over to the attorney general in due course. No. Some of them that required urgent action, we reported to national security through COP Kofi Boakye, and then he got national security to also bring in police to take action. So as we speak now, we've saved about 50 bungalows. CSIR, there are bungalows that were doing a transaction with private sector developers, etc., where workers were not happy and felt shortchanged, etc. We brought in national security. They've stopped the demolition of the bungalows. You see Ministry of Gender and Social Protection, Gender, Children, Social Protection. They to their bungalows. We saved some. And then NDA land. We saved NDA land. Then agric mechanization or agric engineering services, the land opposite Elwak Stadium. We went in there, we helped save the land. Those were the ones that were sold to ministers cheap, like toffee, right? Many other things. So we've already saved this in tens of millions of dollars by reporting to the appropriate institutions to stop some of those demolitions and some of those looting of public land at cheap prices. Let me show you. The agric mechanization, or some call it agric engineering services land. Some were sold to ministers, 162,000, others 42,000 Ghana cedis. So, meanwhile, private persons were on the land and wanted to buy theirs. They were quoted $500,000. Yes, you heard me right, Umaru. $500,000. Yet for ministers and their cohorts, we are getting 162,000 Ghana cedis. How much? If you convert, that's barely $10,000 compared to $500,000. So it tells you that they know that they were looting the land, etc. So oral help to stop some of this. And so those lands like this, they are not going to those people. They are not going to their government is taking them back, etc. 2009, when Atamils came, the same thing. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the lands there at airports, they were looted. Atamils told the persons who bought that, no, we are not selling, come for your money. Then the government took those lands back. So today the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is here at airports. Yes, the International Students Hostel, that was that land. And it was gone to Kufuor appointees and people in high places. So this ORA too has helped. It has helped. Anybody who tells you that ORA is done nothing, naturally, there will always be some naysayers, no matter what you say, because they are anti-NDC, they will say, no, nothing has been done. It's a waste of public funds. It's normal in every democracy. Even in every household, you find that you don't find everybody thinking alike, right? So it's okay. These things happen. But we've done a lot of good work, a lot. We've done a lot of interventions. When we went to Tamale, you see the whole of Tamale. Hey, people were excited to see us. They reported how their lands have been taken over. That the traditional people, their land, government took this land and now was selling cheap to people. All this, we went around many places. So ORA has been phenomenal. It's been good. I always say that, you know how I don't hesitate to criticize JM if he has done something that's not good, right? Yeah, but this one is a master stroke. It's a master stroke. I went on the ground, and the tips and the cues they gave us, it has opened my eyes. I saw how President Kufuor tried to emasculate OSP. See, OSP rendered it virtually non-functioning, would not resource it well, blah, blah, blah. People open my eyes. So I've seen the deficiencies in the OSP law. It gives the special prosecutor too much power. Every petition lands on his desk. So he alone decides whether this case will be investigated or not. The rest of his directors don't see it. So that's one of the key things we'll be asking President JM to have the OSP law amended so that when petitions come, the directors, all of them should see and decide. Like today, if you're going to bank for a loan, it's not only a bank manager, like when we're much younger, a bank manager alone deciding whether you get a loan or not. No. Today, if you go into a bank, there's a credit committee. So various people looking at it and appraising your application. But today, if you take a petition to OSP, it goes from the reception straight to the special prosecutor's desk. That's it. So if he doesn't want to investigate it, that's the end. You see, he has control, full, absolute control. The rest won't see. It's a huge blow on the law. Is there any wonder that, it's not been able to yield as much results as we want? So that's one thing, especially the first week of ORA, when people brought information on how OSP works, and I understood those and the loopholes in the law and how Akufo-Addo exploited that to his advantage. That was it. So quickly, I saw that even though we had been advocating for some changes in the OSP law, then I added this one, that the thing should be checked that if you make a petition, it should go, all the directors should see and should have a say. It should not go to the SP alone. It's not usually the head of the institution does not have all the knowledge in this world. So how do you make a law and give everything to him? No. Today, like this, if you go to CID, not even just CID headquarters, you see how the police works. You can go and report a case at Medina Police. You can go to Adenta, depending, then sometimes, depending on jurisdiction, they'll say go here. But what I mean is that IGP doesn't determine all the cases that will go to court or not. I know sometimes there is opportunity for them to call the docket. But if it is called, you can come to Citi FM and say, I reported this case, and then the investigator was doing it, and IG called it. Then we'll make noise. Then we can get results. Except that this Galamsey fight, we've been making noise about Akunta mining. Chairman Wuchmi by IGP Dampare and Fortuna and Kofi, they've refused. They say they are just going to do Akunta mining's bidding. That's how I support the call that Dampare must go quickly, because a lot of police people are angry. So, Omar, that's just one example. So I'm showing how the OSP law is not fit for purpose.
Okay.
It's not fit. It's not good at all. So I've got that insight from ORA. So you see, now I can contribute better. There are many other things I can mention. So please, let's not say ORA is not good. We've benefited immensely.
The question would be, is the AG bound by any of the work you did? If he's not, and he's going to start all over, or at what point can the AG rely on the work you did? Can the AG rely on your work at all, and is he bound by it at all?
Yes, he can. He can, because those are petitions. People have written, some even to anonymous, but they are saying that it's like going to a police station to write that I think Mr. X take this land, or this money has been paid. It's way more than. So those are petitions. The AG will not just throw them away. He's going to go to, and then the ones he finds straight and easy to investigate, he will start. And of course, the difficult ones he will do. But he will not just throw them away. So we know the petitions we submitted. How will AG throw them away when he knows that I sat through, I brought petitions and gathered some evidence to him? He won't get peace. Ablakwa will not give him peace. Domlogo will not give him peace. Kofi Buache, and now, unfortunately for us, even Iyoko, Remonata is been appointed one of the deputy directors of Iyoko, so he'll be helping. So, Dr. Ayini will not even do that. So it doesn't arise. He cannot throw everything away. That he's going to investigate, but the ones that they are not able to make progress, it means that those cannot go to court. And those ones will ask him to explain. And today when we met him, Dr. Ayine, I adopt my hat off to him. Yeah, some of the things he said, you could see that he's very forward-looking. I won't run ahead of myself, but some of the promises he made, we are looking forward to them. You'll be amazed if he lives up to those promises. So Ayine is not one to throw away our report.
Okay.
It can't happen. He won't get peace.
Okay.
No, I know the things we sent there. So how can it be that everything?
What do you mean by he won't get peace? What, you force him to use what you've brought him?
Absolutely. We will hold him accountable, sir. He will not get peace. And that's the thing. So every time, like today, we are discussing. So let's say if after 1 year, none of the cases we sent there have been investigated and taken to court, we will ask him then to explain. And based on his explanations, we'll see whether we accept or not accept. So worry him, sir. Right? Yeah, he's not even one to do such a thing.
Very well. Have you closed your secretariat now, though?
No. It will still be, naturally, it will take transition. We are going to transition. We'll meet Dr. Ayine later in the week. So I'm sure, you see, once it's an avenue to let petitions come in, you cannot close it. When the petitions come in, then you forward to AG. Of course, then after a while, we'll tell people not to bring in. But if you tell people not to bring in, and then some haven't heard, and they've gotten a petition, you can't throw it away. No, you can't. By saying that, my mandate is ended. So that's in there.
Two of your members already have. Your colleague has been made deputy EOCO boss. Your chairman has been made minister. Your other colleague has been made director of operations at Jubilee, which means that the committee has been dissipated. You are just two members who are free, who can, because now that as foreign affairs minister, someone can come and report him to you. Now as EOCO boss, someone can come and report him. So the three of them may not be fit necessarily to be part of your committee. So the committee is just left with two. And on the lighter side, or on the lighter note, when are you getting your appointment?
Yeah, so the committee, as I said, yes, we finished. But naturally, as I said, once the website, it's not good to shut it down. It won't be good. Anybody will say, leave it open. If staff come in there will be an officer who will then carry forward and go and give Attorney General, and then he will distribute. So we can't. But the committee, where we'll meet, take it that today we are done. But we'll be meeting Attorney General later in the week. We are done. So the committee doesn't exist again.
Okay.
My appointment.
Yes,
to be honest, even this one, Ora, I was so surprised, extremely surprised that I was brought on to Ora. We all know that I've been criticizing JM. The only time eventually JM won over Baumia is that we saw that, we criticize him, but here is the case, he's better than Baumia. So you criticize him, but still vote for him. And I'm sure he will even appreciate that. But I can't be singing praises of JM all over like he's an angel. No, he's human. He had his own challenges in the first term. And we didn't mince words in saying that, listen, I'm supporting you to come, but please don't repeat the first term. But it just also happened that when it comes to governance, he did better than Akufo-Addo. That's how come Baumia didn't stand a chance. Because Baumia was helping Akufo-Addo, but they couldn't beat JM. Look at corruption. You remember, you can see Kennedy Japan. JM,
Mr. Gbegbo, I just wanted to know what position they are going to give you. Why are you bringing Dr. Baumia and all of this? What position? When are you getting your own appointment?
So I'm not looking forward to an appointment.
But if it comes to, but there were people who thought you were going to be deputy AG. If you are named, if you are given an appointment in this government, would you accept to serve?
Look, let me be candid. It depends. Look, we are to help build certain positions. Deputy AG, I couldn't have done that because from the nature of it, then you see that you are not happy. I'm the type that I can't keep quiet over it. It will turn fight. So maybe I would have been sacked in no time. You see how Amidu went and then he didn't.
Okay, plus also you are from Upper East region just like the AG. So maybe, but if you are given any CEO position or deputy, there are 4 outstanding deputy ministerial positions. If the president calls you and gives you any of them, would you accept?
Oh, and then let me correct it. The upper is no. I'm more spread though. I'm BA. Yes, my mom is Kanjaga Buta. And my dad is Bono, then Oti Guan, and then a bit over there. So largely Oti and then Bra have my dad's side. And my mom is Kanjaga Buta. So you say if I'm giving which position?
If the president says I have 4 deputy ministerial positions left, I want to give you one, would you accept?
Oh no, I'm not suited for ministerial position. No, I'm not.
Just say you go and fight your boss, or you fight the president. What about CEO?
Oh, CEO, I don't think. Look, let's see.
What do you think? Okay, what do you think you can? What do you think you can do in this government to help GM succeed or help the country progress?
I can give him advice behind the scenes, kitchen cabinet. Then I'll be free to come back and criticize if it's not doing well. So I can be good kitchen cabinet.
Okay.
So the people they will call behind the scenes. And also, naturally, certain things will come up. They can give me the opportunity to write a legal opinion. Oh, this question, what do you think? That. And then also in the field of anti-corruption, he has an advisor on anti-corruption, Professor Dudu. That's Francis, right? Yes, we can. It depends on what he does. Maybe depending on the programs he holds, I can help in that sector. Yeah, and then so yes, we can help. We can help. But if you put me in the position where I'm not that partisan, yes. But a position that I'm expected to be partisan, NDC, no, I can't fit in.
Very well. Are you naturally MPP though? Have you ever held a card of NPP?
I was NPP. Yes, I have an NPP card, New Patriotic Party.
But have you ever had an NDC? Have you ever had an NDC card?
No. NDC, no.
Okay.
But what I've been doing is that when I left the NPP in 2000, okay, then Adekunle Akufo was chopping the money. I wasn't happy. No.
Mr. Ekpebu, let's let Akufo rest for now. I'm the one who opened this Pandora's box for you. I apologize for that. My last question. The new AG, one of the first things he did was to withdraw charges against a number of people. What is your view on that? I mean, we do know that under the Constitution, the Attorney General can withdraw charges against anybody, can drop charges against anybody. He has done so. Some he can explain, some he doesn't have to explain. And it was not knowledge prosecutor, so I think there should be some explanation accompanying what he has done. What do you make of that?
Yes, so I've been very clear that he should give reasons. He should explain the decision, all of them. Some of them, the reasons are not far-fetched. We can see already, like the Atu Fortune's case is the number one case. Locus classicus. You are becoming a lawyer. Locus, okay, let me stop the law then. So it's the best example of how not to use prosecutorial powers. Dami was just abusing the prosecutorial powers. You catch him on the Japa tip saying that Akufo-Addo and Oforiatta are on his neck to get Atu-Forse convicted by hook or by crook. Such a thing, you cancel the case straight. No curve, no bend. One answer, straight, cancel. Right? Then you also see him coaching Japa to go and give false testimony, perjuring a witness. Then number 3, you see him giving Japa filler that he should go and get a fake medical certificate. So I'm expecting that Dr. Ayino come and explain some of these as reasons for canceling the Japa case. The other ones, I'm sure when he comes, then he will give an explanation, because you can see that the majority of the people, we all largely agree that though it's not been expressly written that he should give reasons, because we are making progress, we are increasing transparency, he should give reasons. And that's why I said from what I'm hearing, Dr. Ayine looks like, yes, he will live up to their billing. So let's wait and see what comes in the future.
So you're not disappointed that he dropped any of the cases?
Subject to the reasons he will come and give. So let me mention, like the one I'm curious about is the Sagleme case. Because what is stuck in my mind is that at that time we paid a lot of that money to Angelo and Collins that was pretending, and we didn't get the number of housing units we were to get. So such a matter, I want him, when he comes, to explain, so that I'll see where the truth really lies. That money we gave, first they said some number of housing units. Then later it was reduced to 5,000. So I was waiting to see what the court would say on it. Now that's been cancelled, but that money is huge. So that one, he should let ink go in that case so that we see really what happened, who is telling the truth. You see, yes, so that case, I'm very curious about it. The Opuni one, from what happened, there were a lot of inconsistencies in the prosecution's case. So that one, I'm not surprised. I'm sure he will come and give the reasons there for it. But the Collins Zauda case is top on my agenda. I really want to understand what went into it.
Let's leave it here. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir. But in fact, the last one on the oral, so you have not recovered anything, even though your name is Operation Recover All Loot. You have not recovered anything apart from documents and gossip.
We've recovered bungalows. We've recovered land, the agric mechanization land, the NDA land, the bungalows 50, etc.
Okay.
We've done a yeoman's job.
Okay, but you have not had anybody return a suitcase of money and say, oh, I stole this one, but I'm sorry, I've heard you, so I'm bringing it back.
In the spirit of ORA, that's the national security who are doing that. Do you remember yesterday, over the weekend, some counterfeit money, they did an operation at the...
But that's not ORA. That's not ORA. That's...
I'm saying the spirit. That's the ORA spirit in the air.
But all right. Thank you, Counsel, for speaking to us. We appreciate you for the time.
You're welcome.
That's Martin Kpebu. He's a member of the Operation Recover All Loot committee that was set up by the president, which committee presented his report to the president today, which president forwarded it to the Attorney General for action. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Accra. My name is Umaru Sandam. I'm here with Akusia Ochri. When we come back, we'll take you to the Eastern region where the president has directed soldiers with the 48th Engineers Regiment to go and fix a bridge. Well, not fix a bridge, actually construct a bridge, because there's a water body there which school children have to cross to school, and they have to do so over a log that is leaning over the water. We'll be hearing more about the directive and the action that has been taken so far. Plus, the Bajra committee has been sitting today. We'll hear more from there. Please stay with us.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Oh, jump on now.
Go. Google me. At what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go. Everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at Facebook3 and Instagram at Instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Mausi Ayebi Esther from Volta region says Ghanaians should wholeheartedly support Operation Recover All Loots Oral as they present their official reports to President Mahama It is crucial that the Attorney General acts swiftly to address these findings. Together, we can ensure accountability and restore trust in our governance. Let's reclaim what is rightfully ours. Ghana will no longer be a safe haven for state looters. Jones Adboinla says, good evening, Umaru. Oral has come to stay. Why are you worried about oral if your hands are clean? If you are accused of sleeping with the chief's wife, you don't go to the chief's house twisting your waist. I rest my case. Akapo Jr. in Hafumim says, I think the chairman of Oral is only exaggerating matters just to paint members of the past government who are purported to be involved in corruption black. They should not have any excuse in recovering all the loot because the government needs such funds badly. Kofi Intama says, Martin Pebu has displayed ignorance. Should the design of a building cost more than the cathedral just because the former is taller? This Oral is dead on arrival. David Inejisu in Ashanti region says, I know President Mahama would not be clearing agent kind of president. He has to let the law work if anyone is guilty. Father SK from Kenya Kumasi says, a government which claims to recover all loot and in another breath is clearing all affiliated NDC cases. Ghana, these oral activities would amount to nothing. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let's go to the Eastern region. The president today announced that he has ordered the 48 Engineers Regiment to delve into an issue of a community that doesn't have a bridge over a water body where school children climbing on top of a log which is leaning across the river body. Neonia Mate Kanaku is our man in the Eastern region. He's joined me on the line. You're welcome to Eyewitness News. First of all, we had the president's directive to the 48 engineers. Did they come to town? What did they do? Which community is this? And what are the details?
Yes, thank you very much, Sanda. So when we got to Asaman Kesi this morning, the minister took time to inspect ongoing construction works in the area, and then we saw the military men arrive in Nissan Navara. So from inquiries, we to know that they were sent by the Minister of Defense, that is Dr. Edward Omane Boama, asked the directives by the President to ensure that that particular challenge is solved. So from Asamankasi, we then moved to the area that's Esuko. Esuko is located between, it shares borders with Asamankasi and Adeso. So we went to the Esoko community. We went to the exact location where the students were crossing the river onto the next side of the other side of the road to access education. So the engineers then crossed over the pool, their tape measurement, and then they started measuring the depth of the water. After that, they did some interactions with the community members. The minister also addressed the community members together with both MPs, that is from the Upper West Akim and then Lower West Akim. They all addressed the community and then assured them that the bridge will be constructed. They also met families of these two kids who were seen in the viral video and also assured them that work will commence soon and then that bridge will be fixed for them. They indicated that this is part of the president's resetting agenda and they would ensure a speedy construction of the bridge.
I see. So work start immediately, do you know?
Yes, so they are expected to be back in town. What they did today was initial assessment, and they are going to deploy the other logistics that they will use for the construction. So they had a lengthy engagement, even with the municipal roads engineers, that is for the Adeso and then the Asaman Kese areas, and then after the discussions, the military guys departed for Accra. So we are expecting them to be in town within this month to start work on that particular bridge.
How bad is the situation, though, in the community?
So it's very bad because the first they used to use an alternative route which goes through the community proper, and then they would cross the Adeso, the main Adeso Asamankesi road. But frequent knockdowns prevented them from using that particular stretch, so they resorted to crossing the Asuoko river itself, and they had what's called a tree fell to the other side, so they would go through on the tree, they would mount the tree and then use that particular tree to cross onto the other side. But the residents are really alarmed because now the rains have started coming in and the water levels are expected to rise. So that will also prevent the kids from going back or going to school or even returning if in the unlikely event that they are in school and then it rains. It means the water level would rise up and it will prevent them from coming back home. So they are really concerned about that particular bridge, and then they believe the president's intervention is in the right order.
Thank you so much. Neoni Amate Kanaku is our correspondent in the Eastern region. We can now hear from the new Eastern Regional Minister, Rita Akosua-Avate. She has been speaking also in relation to this matter after touring the area involved.
A few days ago, there was a viral video of a boy carrying the little brother behind. We got to know the young boy is called Wise with the little brother Alaji. We saw the way the guy demonstrated military strength to carry his brother to cross the bridge, the tree, without a bridge. We are here today because the whole of Ghana has been attracted to the bravery nature of the young man and to the worrying situation of the crossing the river. We have also seen that the Defense Ministry has gotten interested because of the bravery nature of the young man, and our President John Dramani Mahama is also interested in the issue. We are here today to tell the people of Esoko that our president have seen their plight, the Defense Ministry has seen their plight, and living here, we are leaving them with one word, that we are a government that deliver on our promise. So, living here is not just like leaving them. Very soon, the project will be started, and the people of Esioko are going to have their children crossing this river in peace to go out and come back. We thank you for the presence of everyone here. So we say God bless you till we meet again. Thank you.
So that's the Eastern Regional Minister, Rita Akosua-Avate, speaking. Let's go to the constituency and speak to the Member of Parliament, Upper West Achim. That's where the community falls in. Emmanuel Dra is the MP. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
Again, I asked my correspondent how bad the situation was, but then I think the question should rather be how long has this been happening for, and how come we've not seen any action all this while? The video that we saw was very depressing.
Yes, that is how the situation has been all this while, because the River Yensu, as we all know, spans from Etimetim, which is part of Upper West Achim, down to Nyanoa. And where we are seeing this video is between Adeso and Samankesi, that is Esioko to be precise. Let me say the second largest area within the Upper West Achim constituency. And you know, I said today that the main route that connects Adeso, Asamai, Kede, Bwedia, Akwitia, Odan, that is the highway, is very busy. And so these children, they thought it wise that using the bush road will rather be safe for them, because that place is safer than commuting on the highway to school. And so these two children we are seeing, Alaji is in KG2, that is a Sioko Methodist Basic School, and then the other one, class 3. And so that is the situation. It is not like just these two guys are those that have been commuting on that particular stretch of the river. So that is how the situation has been all this while.
So wait, just those two children use that route? Is that what it means?
No, what I'm saying is that we have Presby and Methodist children all crossing from one community to the other. And so we have Esioko Town and then Esioko Zongo. So what we are witnessing today is the river passing through these two communities, Esioko Town, Esioko Zongo. And so the situation has been there all the time.
Okay, which means that other community members aside these children use that log to cross the water body.
Very well. Very well.
One solution is constructing a bridge over the water body, but another solution would be situating a school in the community. Would that be too much to ask, or the community doesn't have the numbers to require a school?
Oh no, they are two close communities. There isn't any need to situate a school in the other community because it's just let's say 300 meters. This is what we're talking about. And so a Sioko, one particular town, but just that we have Zongo and then town. And so if we're able to get a footbridge, that is all, the problem is solved.
Now, this footbridge, do we have an indication as to how soon it will be constructed?
Yes, in fact, today, the team that came from the Regional Coordinating Council, including the regional minister, I think part of that team was made up of the 48th Engineering Regiment. And I spoke to the captain this evening, and then he said he's completing his report, I think, to be sent to the minister, and then action will be taken immediately. And so I think that the footbridge, if that option is what is chosen, will not take time before construction will be completed for these children to move freely from school and then back home.
In the meantime, I'm sure they went to school today and they will go tomorrow. Are they still using the same route, or there are alternative means that have been arranged for them in the interim?
There are alternative means. We've spoken with the parents. Myself, I was there. The parents are farmers. It's a farming community. And so they have to wake up early in the morning, go to farm and all other things. So I was able to raise some little support to support them. And then I actually tasked them to make sure that they go to school with them, and then they pick them after school as well until the situation is brought under control. And the reason also being that we've had two major rainfall during the weekend, so the water level has risen, and I think that will be more dangerous if they are still encouraged to use that side of the river to be crossed to the other side of the community. And so for now, they don't have any choice than to stick to the use of the main route, which is the highway that they were trying to avoid earlier.
In the meantime, do you think removing the log could save lives? Because if the log remains there, aside these children, and of course other children who want to use a shortcut may consider using that, and even adults too. And since we don't know when the water levels will be rising, and a child falling in that water, based on what I've seen from the video, could lead to a loss of life. Do you think cutting the log and removing it from there would be better, or it should remain?
Yes, that is what we have to do now, to discourage them from using it, because it is too dangerous as we speak. And then we had a lot of community, some of the elders were there, most of the opinion leaders, the chiefs, the imams, they were all there today. And so for now, I think we have to stop them from using it until further notice. And I'm sure once the 48th Engineering Regiment were there, they are people of action. And I'm sure Doctor will also take immediate action for something to be done about it.
Thank you for speaking. Yeah, go ahead, Lance.
After completing his report, I am sure we will hear from them.
Thank you for speaking to us. That's the Member of Parliament for Upper West Aschim in the Eastern Region, Emmanuel Dra, speaking to us on that footbridge that will be constructed by the 48th Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces on the orders of the President through the Minister for Defense to fix that bridge at Esuoko, I think it is called, in the Upper West Aschim district of the Eastern Region. This follows a viral video showing a young boy carrying his younger brother, who is in KG2, over a log that was lying on top of a water body in the community. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Akosia, you have other stories for us?
Yes, let's go to Parliament. And the minority has temporarily withdrawn from participating in the work of the ad hoc committee established to investigate the ministerial vetting chaos that occurred on January 31, 2025. Well, the caucus had earlier called for the removal of the committee's chairman, Emmanuel Bedra, citing concerns of bias and a potential conflict of interest. While their request is yet to be addressed, the minority has stated that it will not engage in the committee's proceedings until a response is received from Speaker Alban Bagbin.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Monday edition of the Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Akosia Archie. Let's settle for the details. Now, the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, COMAC, is urging the government to abandon the gold for oil policy and adopt a gold for forex model. While it argues that this would be a more effective way to stabilize Ghana's currency and ensure forex liquidity. Citi Business News' Daniel Sakite has the rest of the story.
Under the Gold for Oil program, the government utilized the country's gold reserves to purchase refined petroleum products aimed at stabilizing domestic fuel prices. However, the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies contends that the policy has proven to be ineffective, covering only 30% of the nation's petroleum needs while failing to significantly impact forex stability or fuel prices. A key concern raised by the Chamber is the government's direct involvement in oil trading through the Bulk Energy Storage and Transportation Company, an entity it says lacked prior experience in the complex oil market. According to the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, the Bulk Energy Storage and Transportation Company's role in oil importation under the Gold for Oil program resulted in inefficiencies, financial losses, and potential fuel shortages, undermining the program's intended benefits. The Chamber is now proposing that Ghana transitions to a gold for forex strategy where it will leverage its gold reserves to stabilize foreign exchange markets, ensuring that oil importers have adequate access to forex liquidity instead of direct commodity swaps. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies has also raised concerns about the transparency of the Gold for Oil program, with calls for an independent audit of the Bulk Energy Storage and Transportation Company's financial management under the scheme. In addition to the proposed shift, COMAC is stressing the need for broader structural reforms in Ghana's downstream petroleum sector.
That was Daniel Sakite bringing us that report. Now let's bring you our headline story where tax cuts, revenue reforms, energy sector debt management, expenditure controls and exchange rate stability. And these are matters dominating the 5-day crucial engagements between the government and the International Monetary Fund on key economic policies for the 2025 budget. Emmanuel Opon has more in the following Business Desk report.
The talks come at a crucial time, with the government planning to eliminate key taxes, including the e-levy, Burton tax, and COVID-19 levy. The discussion, which began today, February 10, and is set to conclude on Friday, February 14, is being led by the IMF Mission Chief to Ghana, Stefan Rode. Citi Business News understands that the meeting will assess Ghana's progress under the IMF-supported program and shape fiscal policies to maintain economic stability. Key issues on the agenda include revenue administration's reforms, energy sector debt management, expenditure controls, and exchange rate stabilization. The Bank of Ghana, Ghana Revenue Authority, and Controller and Accountant General's Department are among the key institutions participating in the negotiations.
Emmanuel Opong with that business desk report. Now, away from that, senior partner at AB and David Africa, David Ofosudote, believes Ghana's proposed gold board, if properly structured, could serve as a vital buffer against external economic shocks. Or he believes the initiative could play a key role in stabilizing the city by leveraging the country's gold reserves, reducing Ghana's dependence on external markets for foreign exchange. On speaking to Citi Business News, Ofosudote emphasized that the gold board could be a game changer in forex management.
It's interesting to me, not because of the committee, but because of the concept of the gold board. Just remember that we have come from the gold for oil issue to now creating a gold board. My understanding of a gold board simplicity is that it will be, quote unquote, a cocoa board of a kind. It's interesting because in a world where you have the BRICS trying to change reliance on the dollar, where the dollar has dropped in terms of reserve currency from 79 to about 40% now, where you have local currencies being used as currency basis for international trade. If you create a gold board that begins to think about how that backs the transactions we do, you may be intervening in our FX challenges very well. But a strong advocate for creating quasi-sovereign world funds of different types. In the mineral sector, we do have the Mineral Income Fund already. And therefore, I believe there will be a relationship between the gold board, whatever they do, and MIF and all that. But let's just imagine if we had a sovereign world fund created around cocoa, which has not been talked about yet. But these are things that could have absorbed the government with a lot of the so-called external shocks that...
Well, meanwhile, he urged the committee leading the National Economic Dialogue to ensure that key recommendations from the forum are factored into the 2025 budget for meaningful economic reform.
Interesting committee. I don't know when the Economic Forum will be held. I'm hoping that the committee will come up with a guideline very soon. What I'm more interested in than I have not seen. What is the mindset by which we are approaching an economic recovery? Timing is everything, which is why I worry about strategy. In my view, that should be done before the budget is ready. That is why I say I don't know what date is being done. If it's done before the budget is ready, then the suggestions will feed into the budget. But if it is done after the budget, it means you will have channeled the cost.
That was a senior partner at AB and David Africa, David Ofosudote. And finally, the Minerals Income Investment Fund has begun a comprehensive audit of its financial statements in line with established corporate governance procedures. All this follows recent media reports alleging financial irregularities within the fund, particularly during the tenure of the immediate past chief executive officer. In a statement, the Minerals Income Investment Fund reaffirmed its commitment to transparency and accountability, stressing that the public will be fully informed of the audit's outcome. The fund also pledged to address any irregularities found in strict compliance with Ghana's legal and financial regulations. That's how we wrap up the Monday edition of the Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Akosi Aochedu. Stay with us. Up next is Point Blank.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Oh, jump on now.
Go. Google me. At what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. protector. And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish Magobe fast then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand Magobe inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the gobe too small.
The gogo.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Channel 1 TV is live on DSTV, GoTV, and HD+. On DSTV, find us on Channel 363. On GoTV, we're on Channel 117. And on HD+, get us on Channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search. But take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Channel 1 TV. Channel 1 TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box, like the DSTV and HD+ boxes. Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
This is Point Blank on Eyewitness News on 97.3. Citi FM is part of Eyewitness News. Next month, the month of March, is Christian Heritage Month here on 97.3 Citi FM and also Channel 1 Television. Over the past years, we've been organizing programs to depict our cultural heritage. Starting off with the launch of the month of March, and then the Heritage Caravan, a trip of a lifetime across Ghana, patronized by Ghanaians from all walks of life and our friends from the diaspora who come home to know Ghana. We eat Ghana, we drink Ghana, we wear Ghana, and we tour Ghana. And then at the end of the month, we have what we call the Back to Your Village Food Festival. It used to be a bazaar. It has outgrown that now. It's a village, it's a festival where we have a 2-day event where your local food is served for you, sizzling hot, and you eat it and package it and take it home. All of that happens in the month of March. We start off from the Greater Accra region and tour 16 countries, 16 regions, 14 regions, across the country. And because we start off from the Greater Accra region, and Accra to be specific, a team from 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television paid a courtesy call on the Ghana Manche today to discuss matters relating to the Heritage Month. The Gamanche Niteko Churu II called on Citi FM and Channel 1 Television to collaborate in promoting the Ghana state and preserve its cultural identity. The delegation from Citi FM and Channel 1 was led by the General Manager, Bernard Kokuavle. So they discussed the preparations towards the Heritage Month and seeking the King's support for the initiative. The government chair, on his side, expressed enthusiasm for partnering with the media organization in the Heritage Month celebrations. So I'm going to bring you sound bites from that meeting. We'll hear Bernard Avle and the government chair. There was a translation also in the Gan language. Let's listen.
Please let His Majesty know that even though the way is open, because of tradition, we still have brought a few things in honor of his person and also in respect of tradition. So again, if I can move quickly and then just introduce what we've brought before we bring our mission. We have brought a few drinks of the very highest stock, Castlebridge Snaps, and a couple of other vintage alcoholic drinks that we have placed on top of the non-alcoholics, which I'm sure will be very useful to His Majesty and his subjects. And we've also brought a token amount, which we will not disclose, to just say thank you for the opportunity and the access we've been given. So this is what we have brought as a show of respect and our honor of His Majesty's kindness. Ochami. So, Your Majesty, we are here for 3 reasons. The first reason is that we've been working in Accra for many, many years. Indeed, our chairman and founder, Nikamatefio, is a son of the soil. And we've been working for Madam Raka since 2004. And we also have an office at Tesano since for the past 4 or 5 years. And as the custodian of Accra and Ghana, we believe that since you ascended the throne, we ought to have come to congratulate you. You've not done that. So indeed, one of the reasons why we are here is to say we are sorry for not coming earlier. So our first mission here is to greet you, pay official courtesy call on you, and to thank you for the honor you've brought to the Ghana state in the way you have managed the affairs of the area. So that is our first mission. So Ochami, since I don't want to put it together, I'll say it one by one. So our first mission here, Ochami, is to say congratulations to His Majesty on ascending the throne, and we are so privileged to be witnessing this beautiful palace which you have refurbished in the past few years. So that's our first mission here, to pay a courtesy call, congratulations to His Majesty.
Tintin shida ha ke yemu akagbe na aje lo fun papa ko awo ke fi ki ata ke lele ke fa popo ye deje ni ha ta jomu iwo mo mi na ke abeba amla simo cheche o mna fi o ababi e wona wo ba mo ni wo aje wo imbili ko ni kana ke lele wo wo ye mani ya ke money yen station ga form bi tutun ni egbe me bo ba ka to lo mo gbe afo bo npe ma npa ingle ba ingle ni wo ma jia me ingle mene ga me akanhye me ba wo bona fi na ke lele ka bi aka ba me baby you shone you look at you ami de ni ye no fi no ba ni na ke nu che mo ko pe amayin fi man ka me be da ni ba ses wa mi sana
Niga, Nime, Name, the body, I'm a Kenny.
Thank you, Oshami. Your Majesty, the second mission here is to also remind you of some of the work we've done in our field of endeavor, which even though we know your eyes are everywhere, you may not have been told. So we just want to remind you that whilst we've worked in Accra for 20 years, we have done a number of things, and I'll just mention a few more recently, so you know we are not coming as strangers, but as people who are actually very proud to be part of Accra. So the most recent high-profile event, at least for the past 2 years, was when Her Majesty, the Queen Mother of Ghana State, was laid to rest. And Channel 1 carried that event fully live. we're very proud to feature that program. When you sent Homowo to London, we covered it as well on our network, both online and on TV. Indeed, when your beloved father went to be with his ancestors, this station provided media support and covered that event as well. Indeed, on your own birthday, Your Majesty, Channel 1 and Citi provided media coverage before, during, and after. I think the most recent event was the Kinkablonia that you usually do for the children and the less privileged. And I'm very happy to say that without fail, on almost all those programs, even sometimes without us hearing officially from your palace, because of where our chairman and founder's heart is, and because our managing director is also a son of the soil, we have taken it upon ourselves to cover all the important events that have to do with you and your palace. So we are just here to let you know that we are on your side, and we have been working assiduously in the quiet. And because you've opened the way for us to come today, we think it's nice for us to mention it formally, that these are some of the things we've been doing for the gas state, even without necessarily officially informing you. Thank you, Ochami.
Ochami shida aji onoboni nyono kuku epeji no. Ike bi ne ni bi baba o amefio. Si na moali. Mo le si amefio no fe no tumo fe. Amenchu da ne jiji Citi FM. Ke chene wa amenchu odugba me abo. Ke je bi e ka gba blochi e fe nye ya amenyo ni seble o. Na me ko ni me na ke na eni ni ganye. Ni se ne bonkele pe si aswa e sebi lele. Efi Ijoba si amenda bosi akesi no fe no fio amenyu ose keji o fe noko ni tombo no oton yin oye ame yo se pen ame dumo so Ijoba ni menegbine onye kweme ke onye menegbine aba ni amba ji ame chombo sidajo no akana me bane o hele ama wa atu wa me ko atu Ijoba no fe no wa ke ame kun ame kwemi bo sande akpa ne o yo yano.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Our third reason for coming here is also to officially inform you of the 2025 Heritage Month celebration. We have been organizing the Heritage Month for almost 18 years. When we started, we were the only radio station in Ghana dedicating the whole month to celebrating our heritage. Now, almost every major media house in Ghana has a Ghana month. They have different names for it. So we are here to officially inform you about our plans for Heritage Month 2025, and also to crave your support, because the month is a celebration of everything that is unique and authentic about us as Ghanaians. And Your Majesty, I'd like to say that in the past few years, the Heritage Month has taken a very strong Ga character, where, for example, in the past 3 years, we organized the Accra Music Expo, which gave prominence to songs from the Greater Accra region in terms of the diversity of our music. We have also, in the past few years, held series of interviews on Ga culture, facilitated by our board member, Antikoko Amatefio. We've had interviews with the likes of Honorable Ayikwe Otu, who has explicitly explained the role of gas in Ghana's history. It's one of our best programs we've done in the past few years, where he chronicled the contribution of gas to Ghanaian politics, Ghanaian law, Ghanaian medicine, and we've done all of these even before officially calling on you. The reason we are here for 2025 is to inform you about these things and also to crave your support, because we believe now that we are now both TV and radio established, the Heritage Month is going to take a bigger turn. And we don't want you to see it on TV or read about it in the newspapers and wonder, how can these guys be making so much noise in Accra when I've not been officially informed? So we are here to let you know some of the programs we have planned for the year and to crave your blessing and your support for the Heritage Month in March. Ochami.
Ochami ade, wa me ke blima panu acha. lele ble mani bi ni engmega na me bada me bo fe no bona fe na kelele ble ma panu acha ya ke di bi baba wo engmego shin ke ha ojo mo kono fe no ke wo mo no kwa wo mi amamba na iwala ke mene gbi ne no fe no ni ba amacha no kuna me chulo do ba shin am ka mi to ba ngmi sha ke
why just forward woman story straight and I be effect. Oh Jesus.
Come and they wait to come and do that.
You wait. Let me fix something for you, and I'll leave the thing to end it for you. Because I know I won't come.
That make people go to void there. I mean, every day they look at all of them. You go talk that for them.
I must. My access to the network is on. I have the items. I have this. I have the local. Which one do you want to stop? Let me.
Dude.
Now you don't do it.
My guy.
The last time I said
I see some video, you do new video, so you say watch this space, then there's on the Pro Max, they say weightlifting or whatever.
So when people finish, you go and change for the floors.
Which one? The last thing you do it and goes for something on radio.
Like yeah, this was earlier.
Was like 9 o'clock.
So how long do you take it to change?
Oh, we adjust the next shot. So we anyway sometimes you can check.
Dude, I think you need new gear though. Now, yesterday was not keeping your body like everything in place. Like I don't know.
His dick was dangling all over the place.
Say it to your chest. Say it, bro.
Your dick was all over the place.
And then when I see your tummy, like showing me.
But you're enticed.
By what?
By what you saw.
No, not at all. It was a distraction.
All the distraction. This year.
You come in too much.
In the past, we usually just
A mouse.
But now we are not just fasting from a day, but going
with who?
Because we believe that
we try to defy you. They are being get this one for points blank. Is that one for points blank?
The event is longer.
It was long, yeah.